Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we are standing down here by a pretty good sized tree stump because something has been weighing on my mind ever since we had Lucas from Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead out here. He was nice enough to bring his Kubota BX23S out here and let us try out the backhoe, mid-mount mower, and the loader and really give us a good idea whether that might be a good fit for the property. I've been seriously thinking about buying a subcompact tractor, and that really gives me an idea of, what they're actually capable of. On the video that I did with Lucas, we were not able to dig this stump out of the ground within the time that we were trying. I think if we dug and dug and dug, yes, eventually you could probably dig this out. But I didn't consider that as being a loss because we were able to dig the dirt down way below the surface of the ground so that, it kind of exposes the roots and stuff here. And I went about 10 minutes earlier today with a shovel and kind of dug in and just around that looser stuff and just popped that right out of there. And you can see how much of those roots are actually exposed now. So I think if I take my chainsaw and cut those big main roots, I think that might loosen it up enough to where then I can just take the tractor and break some of the roots out and then maybe push it on out of there. And then all that stuff's going to be cut off below the surface, so then I can just take and cover this back up with dirt and it'll be like it was never there. And we can get, our yard flattened out and be able to mow through here and not have these obstacles around the house. So there's a big storm brewing off in the distance. There's warnings and stuff all on the weather right now, and I can hear the thunder rolling. So I'm gonna try to get in here and do this before this storm hits. Hopefully get this stump out of here. That's a little bit encouraging because I can see it moving in the places that I cut. Well, that's obviously not going to work. So I'm going to take the saw and then go into it down under the ground and just saw around it, and hopefully then again, be able to get it down below the ground and then take it out that way. I'd like for the M6060 to be able to take credit for taking this stump out of here, but it did not. And what I've done here, actually, I first cut slots down that stump thinking that maybe I could, you know, kind of push out a chunk at a time, but I really couldn't get angled to it right to be able to get to just a piece at a time and just break it off. I'm going to have to kind of mess around with it a little bit, and I might be able to kind of break out some of these other pieces, but if not, then I'll just kind of go back through and cut it again with the chainsaw, and that way I get everything down below the ground. It's almost completely below the ground right there. It might be a little bit above over in there, but it's not bad at all. So this is looking promising. And like I say, like this, I don't think really, I would never have done this if I wouldn't have had that Kubota BX23S over here, because I would not have dug around this by hand or tried to dig this with the bucket on the tractor or anything. I wouldn't even mess with it. So because of having that here, yeah, I did create a little bit of work for myself, but it gave me the ability to actually get in here and really get this stump out of here. Now, before, yeah, you could cut it off level with the ground, but I don't want it level with the ground. I want it below the ground so that you'll never know that it was ever there. We're getting a good run on it, and as soon as I move some of these pieces, I'm going to cut a little bit more on this, and then hopefully be able to start pushing dirt back in here and cover it all back up. Well, I still haven't got it completely out, but I did saw on it a little bit more, and I was able to saw down through it and pretty much down through the stump where I hit dirt on the inside. I can hear the rain coming actually through the trees right now, so I'm gonna head for cover. But just a couple more pieces there, and this stump will be down below the ground plenty's enough to be able to push the dirt back over it and sow grass here and make it look like it was never there. So I'm really happy with the outcome of that. It is a little bit of work, but it's a lot less work than I would have been doing if I hadn't have had the BX23S here to get started on it. So again, Lucas, I appreciate you for bringing that over and letting me try that thing out. It really helped out a lot. If you haven't checked out Lucas's channel, look up Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. He's got a great channel and all kinds of projects and stuff over there going on, and he really uses that BX23S a lot. So guys, thanks for watching. So until next time, keep it outdoors, and we'll see you on the next one.